The scissors, how to sharpen them? Well, we have the regular scissors that we normally use, and we have the specialty, the high carbon steel, which are not too easy to sharpen. So we're gonna be using the India stone. That's the preferred method that I like. It has the coarse side and the fine sides, two sides to it. And if you don't have that, you have sandpaper 320 in this case. Don't use nothing coarse than that. That's as much as you can get, especially for the high carbon steel. You're gonna be using a dry silicone, obviously oil for the stone. I have a small mirror here that I'm gonna be using for the sandpaper. And this is a polished compound. I don't know the grade, but any polished compound in a bar, like a soap bar like this, will work. And a piece of leather. This is the backing that we're gonna be using. So these ones I don't wanna be sharpening because they're in good shape. I just want you to see that every scissor has an angle, and it's very important that you follow the angle when you start to do the sharpening. So we're gonna be doing the small ones, which needs care right now. And basically what you're gonna be doing is grab your India stone, and depends on how severe the damage is in the scissor, that's the side that you're gonna be using. So these ones are in really bad shape, so I'm gonna be using the coarse side for this one. Now keep in mind, this is very interesting. I just learned this recently. This area of the scissor, it has this concave angle cut. It's not totally flat. So when you flat this side of the scissor, it always gonna be cutting the edges. It's not gonna be cutting the very center. Obviously, as big as the scissor, the position is gonna be more obvious. So, and again, you're gonna look for the angle in the scissor so you can follow it in the stone. So it goes like this. You're gonna apply oil, and then you're gonna place it in the angle, and you're gonna start to move it in the stone. Keep in mind that is the angle what we follow, so it's not really 90, it's more like a 45-degree angle. You can kind of move it to 30 degrees. All depends on how much it's cutting. And because it's not also straight, it has a little curvature, you have to follow that movement on the stone. Just kind of getting the oil back in position. And depends on the severity of the damage on the scissor is how much you're gonna be cutting. You can see that the oil start to get the metal from the scissors. Now once you finish here, you're gonna clean it because all that debris will contaminate the other side. So we're gonna go to the other side, and again we're gonna follow the angle. And this side appears to have more angle than the other one. You wanna be sure that you go in all the blade from the very end to the tip. If you don't feel that you cut enough, you can start to tilt a little bit in the angle so you can really get to that very edge. The pressure is mild. You can see how it moves. It's not very hard, but it's not really like nothing, so it has to have some pressure in it. These scissors are really bad, so that's why I'm cutting it that much. Normally with 2-3 passes on the fine side, you will have good scissors back. But in this case, because it was so severe, I needed to do too many passes. So I clean again and apply oil, and now we're going to the fine side. The camera cannot capture because I can see the shine of the polish from the previous side of the stone. So now I'm gonna go to the fine, because what is interesting about sharpening the scissors is each blade should be as sharp as a razor blade. Maybe you don't wanna get it that sharp, but if you put your finger against the file, you can feel how sharp it is. That don't make too much pressure, otherwise you're gonna cut your finger. And that's Kevin in the background yelling at me. See, Kevin is my #1 fan. Now it's very sharp. I don't see the need to do anything in this side. I can tell that the blade is already very sharp. I'm just gonna clean it and proceed to the other side. Always follow the angle and check how sharp it is. This one is getting very sharp. And you can tell also in the oil, in your oil, how much of the metal is being taken from the scissor. If your very tip is not that sharp, you can do it just in the point, so you can get that pointy side sharp. This one more than okay. So it appears that it's already there. If not, you keep on doing it until you achieve the degree of sharpening that you are looking for. So now, if you don't have the India stone, you just use a flat surface that is steady. Put your sandpaper and it's the same process. Sometimes the sandpaper at 320 cuts faster than anything else. The challenge is sometimes it's gonna be too raw, the side of the blade, so you need to polish that. We still need to polish this because the very edge, the more you polish it, the better or the more aggressive sharpening you're gonna achieve. That's why we have the polish compound. So I'm gonna apply a little bit. I've been using this for quite some time. I just want to demonstrate how it works. So that's good enough, and they will last for months. So I'm gonna put the mirror under just to get a flat surface. And this is just to polish, basically. Pay attention and see that I'm doing it in this direction, not the other way around. This is just to very high polish the edge. So these scissors will be really, really sharp as a razor blade. And in this case, you can see that it's shiny there. Probably the camera is not gonna capture. And I'm just gonna make few passes here just to be sure that it's in the right angle, all the polishing and all the process that we did. And again, we're gonna clean them. And the final step is to lubricate everything. We're gonna apply silicone spray. And that one you don't clean with the rag, you just apply it. And now let's see. There you have it. I'm gonna cut a little piece over here. And these are the ones, the scissors that many people think you cannot sharp. High carbon steel scissors by Kai. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you can get your scissors sharp again. And if you have questions, please comment and like the video, and I see you in the next one.